Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for the 8th episode of the Refreshing the Feed podcast. I'm Matthew, he's Andrew, and we're refreshing your feed so you don't have to. Andrew, today's a very special day. I don't want to date what days we recorded. It doesn't fucking matter, but today is St. Patrick's Day.
Big day. Not really.
Big day. Well, not historically.
Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Yes. Not that I
Really?
celebrate.
Well,
Not that I do
without
something.
COVID, like pre-COVID, you would celebrate it, like going out
Yeah.
and drinking and shit.
Yeah. But like, I don't think most people celebrate it because of like St. Patrick himself. You know what I mean?
It's
not
just
like
a day to drink.
yeah,
It's just an
day to
excuse
drink. It's which is kind of fucked up if you think about it. It's a little messed up because like it's like a saint's day.
Yeah, the holiday has nothing to do with drinking. So before this podcast, we'll be transparent. I searched up, I think you did too, how St. Patrick's Day started, and it has nothing to do with drinking.
Yeah, not really at all.
No.
I have it here.
Do you want me to go into it?
I have it right here.
You got
Pull it up. I'll just pull up the origin of St. Patrick himself first.
Yeah.
So he was the 5th century Romano-British Christian missionary.
Yeah.
And bishop in Ireland. Much is known about St. Patrick comes from the Declaration, which was allegedly written by Patrick himself.
Yeah. So this dude, born in Roman Britain or whatever, right? Kidnapped at 16, brought to Ireland as a slave. Whatever shit happened, gets out, goes back to Ireland, and then the whole reason he's a saint is because he like spread Christianity through like Ireland and stuff. And then there was like a bunch of like tales about him, nothing about drinking, but like some of the tales were like he drove the snakes out of Ireland and all this shit. And he used. Do you know what a shamrock is? I had to search up what a shamrock.
Is it a fucking leaf or?
Yeah. So it's like a
clover.
It's a clover.
4-leaf clover.
It's like it's a 3-leaf clover. He used it as like a metaphor to like explain like the Holy Trinity.
Which one's poisonous? I'm pretty sure one's poisonous, one isn't.
A shamrock? Like a 4-leaf
clover?
The
clover.
Yeah. Clover? I don't know.
I think a 3-leaf clover is poisonous.
That's the only thing. Yeah, but this dude, a saint, has nothing to do with drinking, but we just assume fucking Ireland is associated with like drinking and shit. So that's how we like celebrate it. But even in Ireland, the way they celebrate it is like through like church services and stuff. They used to. I don't think it's like big there anymore. But then the people from Ireland who came to the States are the ones who brought over that like tradition and stuff and like celebrating St. Patrick's, and that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, it's fucking. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with. Clover can be eaten raw and is safe to boil. I don't think any of them are fucking poisonous. There was like a myth that it was like 3 leaves, leave it or some shit like that.
What the fuck is? Oh yeah, like one of those like
one of those
like,
it was like rhymes. 4 leaves it's okay, but 3 leaves let it be or some shit like that. Yeah. That it was like anything with 3.
This says clovers can be eaten raw, but it's safer to boil at first. Who the fuck is eating clovers?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is somebody
well, technically, isn't like cilantro a clover? No, not a clover, but
I don't know.
A cilantro is like a type of, like it looks exactly fucking like that. Yeah, so
I mean,
I guess you could get some flavor out of that fucking thing.
I don't know.
But yeah, it just has nothing to do with drinking.
Nothing.
But the Irish just taken. I think Ireland itself has something to do with drinking, and then
that's why
correlates with the holiday.
Alcoholism.
Yeah, but across the world, it's just known as big day to drink.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like big in Europe. I literally think it's just like North America.
Definitely fucking Ireland.
I don't think it's big in Ireland. I was reading something. It said they like celebrated with like church services and stuff. They used to in like the 1700s or whatever. But I don't think they do it anymore. Like I remember hearing something like Americans are the only ones, or I guess North Americans are the only ones who blow up the holiday. Like nobody else really cares about it. So I think it's just more of a North American holiday.
Well, the way I was like exposed to it is because like when you go, and especially in post-secondary, or sorry, even high school, people would go to like universities. Mm-hmm. You would travel like Western or Laurier, and they have these like huge parties.
Yeah.
Right. It would just be like a shit ton of people, just like a sea of green, just like an entire sea of people, and then everyone's just beer city. Like beer sales they must go through the roof during today.
Oh my god,
for sure.
Yeah, if you're like a beer company, you hit St. Patrick's Day hard.
Yeah,
Your advertising.
You're advertising right before,
crazy.
or just leading up to.
I was reading something too. You know how it's like, oh, you're supposed to wear green on St. Patrick's Day and stuff. The actual official color, like originally, was blue. And then somehow it turned to green because, like, I guess people with clovers and stuff. But like the initial flag. Like official color was blue. I read somewhere.
Holy shit!
Which is wild. Yeah.
Well, the whole thing, the Irish flag is like, the whole like
green white.
Yeah, it's like green, white, and orange, and then like the ginger beard. That's
Leprechaun,
like, yeah, that's what like everybody like commercializes it as. But I'm not personally. I'm not like a huge beer guy.
No,
I enjoy it very much. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not like into like booze. That's why, like, I don't think both of us.
No. Booze, like hard liquor, is for me is much better than beer for sure. Like 100%.
Expose your combination.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Delicious.
Cool. Yeah, it's
good.
So stupid it's super
good.
Full of sugar, but like
that's probably why it's so good.
It's grossly full of sugar. It's like, so you basically pour like 2 shots of Apple Crown in. Like a can of, what are they, fucking 350 milliliters of Canada Dry ginger ale.
Oh, it's so
right?
Good.
Absolutely delicious.
It's not mine.
It's only. Well, it's like
I always thought
a red solo cup of 2 shots is like that,
yeah,
or am I like lowballing it? That's just like to keep you over. And if you have lime on you, ooh.
I don't know.
That'll make it sound nice.
I remember one time you gave me one and it was dangerous.
Yeah. The lime will make it so much better, and you won't even taste anything in it.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, I'm not a big.
No, the beer for me, it's just that like, I get so like you just get so bloated, so many calories, so many like you're like burping like crazy. Like guys that I grew up with, some people were just like beer, that's it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it was like chugging like whatever and shotgunning and that stuff's cool. Like I'll do that stuff, but like drinking it to like get drunk is not like
fun.
Not that it's not fun. Yeah, it's not fun. It's just like it takes too long.
You need to drink too many beers to get drunk, and it's not like you don't like the taste of beer that much, right? Like it's not enjoyable.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, so that's why it's like not worth it.
Yeah,
like, beer kind
honestly,
of sucks.
And like you can get like 1 bottle of, let's say, like Ciroc or something like that for whatever, instead of like a case of beer.
Yeah. And
that bottle of Ciroc will last you like say you're going out for a weekend somewhere, right? Like that'll last you like good 2 days, whatever. Like if you're not going crazy, right? But I think people can, like, when you overdo it, like a lot of people yak off of beer, which is like not fun. Like you're not having a good time.
I think beer. Okay, like you were saying about this, like the Crown Royal, you could like mix it with shit, right? So it's like slowly you can enjoy it. Where like beer, if you want to get drunk, you have to like hit it hard.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you know what I'll give credit to? I'll give credit.
People, like, throw up.
Yeah, I'll give credit to Molson for coming out with those cold shots. Those cold shots are very, very. They're small and they're like 3 or 4. Like instead, they're kind of like 2 or 3. Like they're like 2 beers in one, concentrated, like alcohol wise. So like literally you have like 4 of those and you're good. Like 1 pack comes in 6, maybe even like a pack of 6, depending on your tolerance and all that. Some people can have like 1 in their SIA or do like 2 or 3 packs, right? But like they're pretty strong considering. Literally like a pack of those 6 for the average person, you're flying, or at least for me.
What is your like if you go to like a club or something, like what do you get?
Vodka
Are you
cranberry.
Like a shot? Okay, so you like you
vodka
don't like
cranberry.
Going for it hard. Right, like you don't like taking like shots and like
no shots is what I. That's what I do. I do. I'll never buy mixed drinks.
Yeah,
I'm saying booth wise, most of the time will be like vodka cranberry. Definitely vodka cranberry. But shots, especially Jaeger bombs, are much more, are something that I prefer way more than any type of mixed drink. Simply because of cost. Like
that's true.
You're paying like $8.50 or $12, some odd crazy amount for this mixed drink, when the shot like of Ciroc costs you like some, depending on the place, could be whatever, but much less in some cases. So like that to me is like, get the job done. Like don't
that's my whole thing
around,
when I go out. I mean? It's like I don't like the taste of alcohol that much, so it's like get me whatever could get me buzzed the quickest. It's like okay, I'll take the shot. It tastes like ass. but it's like,
Yeah, no, that's
it'll get me there. I could take 2 of them, and then I could be warm.
that's
You
a
know
pro
what I mean?
strat. But
And I'm good.
the thing,
and then I could sip on something like,
yeah, no, but
good.
like Jaeger bombs are like, those are they're definitely more, and it's sort of like a mixed drink, but it's a one and go, and you're done,
yeah.
right? And then you deal with it after. You know what I mean? That's the best part. I don't like because like you're kind of beating around the bush, especially when you're at a club.
Yeah.
If you don't pre-drink, then you want to get there and you want to get like 3-4 in a row, and you're like going.
The whole thing, like especially with clubs, where I don't think there's a lot of like big club people, but to make it like tolerable, you have to be buzzed. So if you don't pre-drink, it's and you get there, it's like, okay, like give it to me quick, because I can't just be standing here looking at like people dancing and shit.
Yeah,
Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Or even if you're just like,
Well, I'm
anybody
never-
go to a club sober to dance?
No, well, there is people that do that, and if you're a
weirdos.
person that does that, if you're watching this, you're a bit crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like you
Who's just
you're
like,
you're either a shuffling fanatic. You're one of those, like, you know what I mean? Like, goes to every rave, you're a shuffling
I
fanatic.
think that was
or
before, like our time, but it would have been hilarious to be.
or
that
you're
club.
just like kind of like crazy, or you're on meds. You know what I mean? You're like, or you're on medication, and it's your
Like,
friend's
let's
birthday.
Just go, let's just go fucking sober dance.
There's always those people that are like, oh, I'm taking like pills. I'm like, I have a migraine or some shit, and it's like, oh, just have a shit like with it, bro. You know, you get a little crazy. But I was never that guy. Like, I saw it the other day, actually, a couple memories, because people haven't been to a club in a while. But there was a scenario in a club, and there's like, you know, like those guys that are like so like FTB that they're in the middle of the dance floor and they're all like fist bumping and mosh pitting and like screaming and just getting so aggressive and rowdy. I've never been that guy.
I was trying to
like I have, and I hated it for like a small period of time, because everyone just looks at you like a Neanderthal, like you're just like the scum of the earth.
Yeah,
just
you
and you're like, oh
the rap
my
of
god,
being a
bro.
douchebag so quick.
Yeah, the douchebag.
Yeah,
the whole vibe
no nice
is
guys like in the middle of the fucking dance floor just fucking pumping his chest and fucking going nuts.
And that's what like and then you're throwing people around, you're fucking yelling and shit. I hate that. Like, I don't know why I don't like it, but that's why I'm more like, I'm just like right outside of it, just to like make sure that like, and you try to be like the suave the suave kind of guy that's like, oh, I'll protect the girls while this is going on, you know, like don't get hit, you know what I mean? Like, you try to be that sweeter man that's just like,
I'm so happy I've been with my girlfriend for so long.
Oh yeah,
could you imagine going to a club and trying to look for a girl? That just seems
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can definitely imagine.
That just seems so impossible to me. I'd be single forever if I didn't have my girlfriend, because there's no way I could be at a club like a little slosh and go like dancing up
just
to
like, hey,
girl.
what's up? You know?
Like,
I'll dance with you.
Yeah.
No,
that is
that's
not me.
that's
How
a
the
that's
fuck does that happen?
Thing did a good special on that, actually.
Sebastian
Maniscalco, when he was like people don't like go up to people anymore and be like, hey, you want to dance?
That's so
they're
terrifying.
Just like, they can just go up to them and they just start going crazy, right? Like, that's so
my
messed
favorite
up.
thing at a club, because I don't have to worry about like girls or anything. I don't have to worry about any girl coming up to me. I just start crying. No, but I don't have to worry about things. And I love like being a little bit tipsy, and because like 99% of the time I'm with Stephanie, we just like kind of sit back and just look at guys try hitting on girls, and it's the best.
Yeah, it's so hard,
because it's so
man.
embarrassing. It's so funny from the outside because it's like, yo, you're just laughing at them, like look at this idiot. But that dude is just like, he's just trying. He's just trying, and there's no like good way of.
No, I've been there for sure. I've been there for sure, but it's not like the rejection is kind of like. There's two ways to approach it. If it's like, yo, I've been watching this girl like the whole night, and it's like, not watching her, but like you'd be like, you've seen her, and you're like, holy shit, like that's whatever, right? So you go up to her, and then like if that's like one time thing, it kind of bums you out for the whole night, whatever, because you like finally got the courage, and then she's just like, no, fuck you, like whatever, right? But if you're like, I know some guys that'll go on a rampage until they'll find the one that's just like, sure, fuck, you know, like. You know what I mean? Like, I know guys that'll go there and they'll be like, hey, listen, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, talking to everybody, and then just finally they find the one.
I have a story
that's stupid. That's super courageous, though. You know what I mean? And then like
just like
looking,
anything.
yeah,
I'll
but
take
like
anything.
when you're doing that, right? Like everyone's seen you, and they're just like, okay, this guy's like clearly like he's an idiot. Like this guy's an idiot, or he's hammered or whatever, right? Like I could never be that guy. I don't know if I could ever like just out there, just like always all the time. Like one of those Neanderthals that just like shirt. Oh, I just picture my head, shirt open, chest hair, 4 chest hairs dangling out. Yeah. Fucking is a button down that's tucked out of his pants, obviously, and then just like skinny jeans walking around. Probably like some type of chain or something here. Just dripping in sweat from all the mosh pitting, just dripping in sweat. Just like, hey, what's up? You wanna go on the dance floor?
No, I love when they don't even ask. They just go and they just kind of like
that's so
their crotch, and then it's like the girl's not into it, and they're like, all right, on to the
bro,
next
that's
girl.
So like rapey. That's so rapey. That's rapey. That's so weird. And if I was a girl, I would feel like. I would be like, what? Instantly, like, get the fuck, like, get away from me.
Just some dude fucking coming up to you, rubbing
oh my god, that's why I think like you're a girl, like you're just like dancing with your friends, and some guy would just literally just put his hands around you, and then you'd be like, you turn around and be like, whoa.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Like I would sock a guy in his mouth. If a girl did that to me, okay, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Guys are completely different for some reason. Like guys are accepting of that shit.
It's different because if a girl comes up to you and does that and you don't want her to, easy out. Stiff arm, you're out.
Yeah.
If a big dude comes up to a girl,
it's different,
and does that,
right?
It's like stiff arm.
There's always like that
still coming
that predator type of mentality.
It's fucked too. And you don't have to worry about after the club too, like go into the taxi and shit. Like you know what I mean?
It's like, very like predator like, which is terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's awful. But like, if that was me, if I was like one of the girls, first of all, I would be like. I would jump out of the way and be like, "What the?" And I would just swing a punch or something.
Because when it's like
when they're just like touching you, it's like that's way too far.
Yeah.
Like don't touch me. You know what I mean? But it's hard. Like now, like guys especially are like, it's so hard for them to like understand because like sometimes you'll get lucky, right? And they'll just like keep backing into you or some shit like that, you see it like people just keep and then they start making out and it's like okay, like what the fuck is happening here? Like how did that just happen? Like that's so weird, right?
It's like a magnet. Okay, I have a story.
Okay.
I have a story for you. You have to tell me, would you be jealous? Like, what's going on? I thought it was a cool move in the moment. It's a little weird. Okay, so Stephanie, my girlfriend, I don't fucking own her. She could go to clubs. She could go anywhere the fuck she wants. So she's out with a bunch of her girls. She's at a bar, whatever. A guy comes up, keeps talking.
Oh, my God.
She's trying to think, but Steph's, like, really nice. So she's not trying to like be rude.
Yeah.
Guy's like, yo, take my number. Like, give me your number. She's like, no. Doesn't it say she has a boyfriend? A little weird.
Yeah, that's weird. That's got to be the first go-to.
She gives him a number, not her number. She gives him my number.
Terrible.
She gives him my number.
Oh, what the?
So and then she texts me and she's like, "Yo, listen, there's this guy here. Like, if he messages you, just say hi because I don't want it to be awkward because he's in like a table over. I don't want him to know like I rejected him. Like, it's just weird, right?
A table. Oh, so they were they were like out. Oh.
Yeah, they were at a bar. So it's like the guy is still there. So she was like, okay, like I don't want it to be like weird and tensiony.
No.
So she gives him my number.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And she's like, yo, just message the guy thing. So he's like, hey, like, what's up? Just checking to make sure this is real. And then I replied with like, hey, whatever. Night's over. She's like, yo, it was weird, whatever. She comes. The next day, we're at fucking Yorkdale. And this dude like is messaging again, but he's messaging me. And he's like, hey, do you want to like meet up for drinks or whatever? And then I'm obviously like, no, like, I'm okay, thank you. And he's like persistent as fuck.
Holy
right?
shit.
And he's like, no. Like,
that's
so then I was like, oh, sorry, like, I have a boyfriend. Right? And I was like, it's
that's so weird.
And then
weird,
he's like, what kind of fucking girl gives her number to a guy that has a boyfriend? Right?
Oh my God, yeah.
And then I get pissed because I'm like, call my girlfriend a slut? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, the kind of girl who doesn't give you her number but gives her boyfriend's number. And then this dude was like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's just like calculation.
It was just so fucking weird.
Just calculation.
Yeah, it was just so weird. And I was like, what the fuck? But is it a little weird?
Yeah.
At first I was like, yo, this is funny. And then I was like, why did you even think this guy gave this guy a chance? Think this guy had a chance with you?
Yeah, no, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I really don't. It's just because
she didn't give her number, which is good, and she gave my number, and it's like, yo, listen, like this dude's trying to talk, like I don't want anything to do. I just don't want it to be awkward because he's like a table next over, and it's like weird. So like, just say, hey, is that too
No,
weird?
I know the whole thing of the
Just shut him down, right?
right from the beginning. I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're watching this, no,
You're fucked.
even girls, like, if you got a boyfriend, like, that's right
shut
right
it
at the
down immediately.
right at the front. Because if I'm a single guy, right, which I am, if I'm a single guy and I come up to you and you tell me you have a boyfriend, that's it. Everything's turned off. Okay, I respect that. I'm gone.
See, it's
Some
tough,
guys
though.
push more.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Some
but
guys
that's
like
fucked
in
up.
your fucking face
Yeah, that's fucked
after you say that, which is kind of like messed up. But like, as most single guys that I know, at least, you tell me I have a boyfriend and say it's over.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Like,
thought it was
there's-
it's a good move. Definitely don't give your number. That would have been.
Yeah,
That
or at
would've
least
been-
fucking your number. That would have been.
She did give my number.
I know, you just give him like a fake
Yeah,
lurky.
yeah. She
You know
was
what I mean?
she was gonna give him like some fake number just to like get him to the thing, but she was like, "Fuck, he's gonna message it and then he's gonna come back and he's gonna be
No,
like,
that's
confrontational."
she's trying to be too
And
nice.
She's too nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So she like messaged me. She's like, "Yo, listen, thing. If you message you, just say hey. Don't fucking say anything else.
Yeah.
Like whatever."
Yeah, no,
And then
that's
I was like, "Okay, yeah, cool."
she's being way too nice.
Yeah.
No, for
yeah,
me,
but the next day he came out hard.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
like, "Why
too
the
much.
fuck would you give me your number if you have a boyfriend?" Blah blah blah. And it was like, and then I got heated.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Bro, the fuck you
no,
trying
no,
to say?"
I can't. That's why she can't be too nice. You get too nice, and then they manipulate you, and it's
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, no, I would much rather prefer just straight off the bat, just hit him with the hard no,
Yeah,
boyfriend. Sorry, see you later.
That probably lets the guy down a lot easier too.
Yeah.
I think she thought she was doing him a favor, but if you're fucking like you go up to a girl, right? It's
Instantly,
as
it's
soon
like,
as she's
okay.
thinking, it's like, oh, I didn't
Alright.
even strike out.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
it's
like,
just-
oh, like off the market.
Yeah.
I thought this was a free agent. She's off the
Yeah,
market.
no, it's off the
You know what
market.
I mean? But it's like, oh, if you find out later she's on the market, she just fucking
Yeah,
set you
yeah.
up.
Yeah, that
fucked.
makes you feel like shit too.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, that was just quick.
no, that was fucking hilarious. I don't agree with it. Like right from the start, just hit him with a no.
Yeah,
hit him with
just hit
and
him
that's
with
it.
a no.
That's it.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to talk about actually, the Grammys happened recently.
Mm.
And
did you watch?
Beyonce, I did, but I didn't watch fully.
God, you're so
Again, it was pretty shit like compared to things.
right. It's so tough. Like
Yeah,
all these
it's
award
tough.
shows.
Once again, the Grammys fucking.
Yeah.
All the award shows are shit in the bed only because they have to.
COVID.
Yeah, but it was okay, but at the same time, again, it's online and all that shit.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Again, same thing happened with what was it, Golden Globes? Record number of like lowest ever
Yeah.
viewed Grammys in
Mhm.
like how many ever years? I don't remember what it was.
I think you know what hurt them too was that whole thing with the Weeknd. I think we already talked about it on a podcast.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get into it too much.
Yeah,
but I
that-
think with that, some people who were
Up and especially in Canada,
yeah,
especially he has a lot of
yeah,
fans in
especially
Canada.
people who were like, maybe I'll tune in for a little bit. They're like,
Yeah, no, fuck
honestly,
it.
fuck it.
Yeah, Beyonce racked up bare. She's like the most decorated woman in the
Yeah.
Grammy history.
Beyonce racked up bear. Yeah, she
Thing racked
Broke
up
a
bare.
record.
Megan Thee Stallion.
yeah. Billie Eilish again.
Yeah, record
Like,
of the year.
damn.
Record of the year. I'll read them all. I have them right here. So record of the year was Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish. Taylor Swift won the album of the year,
Yeah.
Folklore, and song of the year was I
Which?
Can't Breathe. And
I can't tell you a
best
single
art-
song off that.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift
this
album.
Taylor Swift one.
Like,
but
I'm
it-
not a big Taylor Swift fan, but like all of her albums come out, there's always a few heaters in there, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you hear everywhere. This one, haven't heard.
Oh,
any.
I've heard of Willow.
I don't
Willow's a
even
good
know.
one.
Maybe if
I know
hear it,
Willow.
Maybe
Yeah.
if I hear it, I'll know it. But
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I feel like it wasn't that big of like that popular. But I
No.
guess
Yeah, so when it came out,
Just wasn't for me.
originally, I don't know the exact numbers because there was a ton of songs, but it blew up the, like, you know when you go on top charts,
yeah.
like
on
thing top
Spotify
chart. I don't
or
know about
Apple or
Billboard, but at least on Apple Music, like
Trending.
she had like all like top 10, top
Yeah.
15.
But I
maybe.
feel like anytime a big artist does that, they'll
yeah,
fucking clean
I don't know
house.
why. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the system
Yeah,
works,
I don't
but
know exactly.
it definitely just like spams all the. It's like most frequently added or whatever, and it
Yeah.
just gets it all up there. But yeah, again, I don't want to go too in depth on the Grammys, but they were okay. Again, the fucking online just ruins everything pretty much,
Yeah.
and it's super depressing.
Any award show. I know the Oscars are gonna come up.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
I think they like released them, but again, that's gonna
Yeah.
flop. I think award shows in general, though, like, okay, it definitely flops because it's online through Zoom and all that shit,
Yeah.
right? but it's like, do you think they're dying out in general? Like,
No.
do you want to sit through like a 2-hour award show, or like just wait until the next day when they're
what a lot of people do is they'll just watch the highlights on
that's
YouTube.
Anything,
Like I'll just go I'll go the next day and
that's big that happened, I'll just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like little fillers in between.
Yeah.
I'm not saying get rid of the awards, because you definitely, like, people should be recognized for the achievements, all that shit. But it's like, some of these award shows.
I'm gonna pitch something to you, and this is what I've been thinking about a lot recently, and let us know if you agree. Commercials are becoming obsolete, and they're the most unwanted thing in media right now. Commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they 100% are. Yeah, it's tough.
Commercials used to be
advertising are.
You used to never mind a commercial, right? Like you used to like.
They were a necessary evil. It's like,
it was
there's
like I
no
just
way
gotta
of skipping this. I gotta sit through these 2 minutes of.
With the addition of Netflix and Disney Plus and I'm blanking here, Crave and all the streaming platforms, the Zone, all that, right? Mm-hmm. Commercials now tuning back into regular television, cable TV. It's like I'm wasting so much of my life watching this commercial.
Yeah.
And when I go on YouTube, like the Grammys, if I go on YouTube and I say, okay, I want to watch the record of the year. I want to see who won the record of the year. I want to see their acceptance speech. I want to see everything. But I don't want to watch all the fucking commercials. I don't want to watch the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go watch this 8-minute video of Billie Eilish accepting the Record of the Year award.
Yeah.
Of her saying her speech and all that. And I'm done. And I close my thing and I go on to my day. I don't have to sit through a Nissan Altima commercial.
Yeah.
I know a Viagra commercial.
People, like recently too, are getting like annoyed with like YouTube, because you know how they used to be like watch 5 seconds and you could skip it.
Yeah, now it's like sometimes
they're slapping on these 2-minute ones
and like 2 ads. Yeah, they'll just screw you over.
Unskippable ones. And it's hilarious because some of them are like 30 seconds, but you like I'll like lose my mind.
The most is like 30 seconds.
At a 30-second ad, I'll pull my hair out.
Yeah,
why? Like, just give me what I fucking.
See how angry it makes everybody? I'm telling you,
back in the day, it used to
commercials. Listen to very carefully. It's gonna be, they're gonna slowly just make their way out of media.
But you need to. But what are companies gonna do? Right? Like if.
Well, they're gonna have to do something. You know why? Because they're gonna lose all these viewers. The people our parents' age.
Yeah.
People older than that, they watch cable TV.
Yeah.
In 40 years. In 40 years, you're gonna have to somehow figure out a way to advertise without actually advertising through commercials.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to. I think it'll be good because you'll have to raise the standard for advertising, right? Like these Super Bowl commercials and stuff. People go out of their way to find a Doritos commercial, a fucking Nissan commercial and stuff, right? Because they're like so well produced and stuff. Nobody's gonna go looking for a fucking like boring ass commercial. You know what I mean? So it'll be.
I don't know, but I think
it'll raise the game.
You know what I think will happen? All that money spent on commercial advertising will end up going into streaming platforms that you're going to see a lot of name brands, product placement in actual content. Yeah, if that makes sense. Right?
Yeah, you're probably seeing it more now. Yeah, because cable television is
right. Like it has to be. And then
the only thing that sucks though is like the smaller companies who advertise, right? Like the Doritos will be fine, the Coca-Colas will be fine, right? But like the smaller, like I don't know, sometimes we'll get like local fucking like window ad companies and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So it's like those guys can't compete.
No, not at all. And I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be very short-lived for the commercials, and it's gonna affect a lot of people really hard.
You know how those companies will survive?
How?
By advertising on podcasts and like YouTube videos and stuff. Like that's how they'll get in, right? Probably
because nobody minds a 5-second video in front of the YouTube video.
Or
right?
if like say you're making like a fucking table, right? And you're like this YouTuber and you're fucking making tables and you're sponsored by fucking Lowe's or whatever, like that's fine advertising. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the guy making the table being like, hey, I bought all of this shit at Lowe's. You could buy this fucking I see a bunch of desk setups where they're like, I bought this fucking IKEA dresser, Alex, or whatever. I bought this fucking countertop. This is how I put it together and stuff. And it'll be stuff like that.
Yeah, but still, it's you probably a lot of people are getting a lot more views on stuff like that, like commercials on TV for sure.
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. Hopefully, they become obsolete very shortly, and because I'm not willing to sit through them anymore. When I have to watch cable TV, it's an absolute chore, and I don't understand why.
It's gonna be tough for us, right? Because we both don't like it. I went to school for marketing, so advertising.
Yeah.
So I got to find a way. You're in like media and shit, right? So like we're both gonna have to find ways eventually to.
Yeah, just sporting events is one that like that was big on it, but now with DAZN and like some other ones, you're gonna have they have commercial breaks, right? Like they have designated times. Like I know in football especially, there's like, okay, this is a commercial break. This is a 2-minute commercial break. We'll be back in 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever.
But when you're watching it on like DAZN, you're watching a DAZN commercial.
Yeah, it's a DAZN
they
commercial.
Show like highlights or even like snippets of like their
soccer field or some
shit
like that, right?
And like shit. So it's like Doritos and shit aren't getting into that. But
and that's why I respect DAZN.
But are they eventually going to do it?
No.
Because is Coca-Cola going to go to DAZN and be like, yo, listen.
Here's $400 million.
Exactly.
Right? Like
every fucking football game, you're going to fucking run this ad.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's tougher to
sporting events
DAZN to be like, no, I'm not going to take that money because I want to.
Yeah.
My fucking.
No, sporting events is probably the hardest way to do it. I think like regularly scheduled TV, like all the shows that are like already pre-recorded, can easily just manipulate their like when you watch like shows on Netflix and shit like Family Guy, it just cuts to black and then it comes back. Yeah. Right? That signifies a commercial break, right? They're almost continuous.
I don't think a lot of. I don't know if this is just my mind, but there was something. Oh, it was something that gave on TV. It was like one of those like TV shows that gives on like CTV or something, right? I missed it. I go on to like Rogers On Demand. I watch it. Can't skip the commercials. I don't think they literally don't let you fast forward through them, which is smart on their part. Whatever, they're getting paid. But I don't think some people realize how like spamming commercials could turn people off of a product. And I'll give you an example. Like this is gonna sound so stupid, but for Prime Minister Andrew
Schultz.
No, not Andrew Schultz. Why am I fucking forgetting? Andrew Schultz is the comedian.
Andrew Schultz.
Is it Schultz?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
Anyways, yeah, maybe I had Andrew Schultz. I don't know. There was one of the politicians kept running their ad, and by the end of that fucking program, I had seen his ad maybe like 10 times. And I was like, I'm not voting for this guy because it was just frustrating me that I had to watch commercials. And the fact that he kept popping
Andrew Scheer, motherfucker.
Scheer, dumbass. I've been watching so much Andrew Schultz stuff. Andrew Schultz. It's so bad too because he just ran for fucking prime minister. Anyways, he would like his ad, and they do ads. Political ads are the fucking
worst. Yeah.
Because it's like this cookie cutter like family and shit. And thing. And I had watched it 10 times, and I was like, unless when they
spam it, especially on a singular channel,
and I couldn't skip it, and I was like, unless this guy is the next coming of Jesus Christ, I am not voting for him because he's pissed me off. You know what I mean? And that could happen with like products too, right? Like if you're watching fucking some car commercial and you're watching it 10 times in the span of an hour, you're like, yo, I'm sick of this car.
I'm not
like I don't like the look of this car because
it can be bad too. But so sports is definitely going to be the hardest one to get to
phase out. Yeah, because they need that time.
Yeah, they need that time.
Breaks.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard actually about LeBron. He actually owns a portion. It just happened very recently. Yeah. He owns a portion of the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, which is now. Big.
And he released that he's also planning to own an NBA team eventually.
Oh, I think when he retires, I think LeBron out of everybody in the NBA currently most likely become a billionaire. Like probably. He just seems like a smart dude with his money and stuff. Like I don't think you'll ever see him.
Well, Jordan is one, no?
I'm
gonna check right now.
Probably. Jordan's really smart. I feel like out of all, I don't want to like journalize this because I don't have anything, but out of all the major sports in North America,
Jordan's a billionaire.
I feel like basketball players probably the smartest with their money. No, I always see them.
Very
like,
debatable.
To like different like markets and stuff.
Yeah,
where it's like NFL guys. I don't really see like a Jerry Rice fucking.
Yeah, but it could be debatable because then there's there's a lot that have a lot of gambling problems.
Yeah.
When you have a lot of money, there's a lot of gambling issues. Like Jordan had a gambling problem. If you watch the documentary, he had a big gambling problem.
Yeah. But I feel like they're smart. He already owns part of Liverpool.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a gambling problem. Apparently, when in that doc that they said he liked to gamble.
There's like a bunch of
he had the money. Yeah. There's a lot.
Have you heard the one where you know how he went to baseball for a year or whatever?
Yeah.
He apparently, this is all allegedly, this is like conspiracy theory, whatever. Apparently, the reason he left the NBA for that year was because the NBA was going to suspend him for a year because he did some like gambling shit.
Yeah, I have it here.
But instead, they were like, "Yo, listen, like just go play another sport or
it was
like
a secret
retire."
suspension.
Yeah, go retire or something because he was the face of the NBA. They didn't want it to look bad.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Yo, listen, go say you're gonna try other things or retire for a year or whatever, and then you could come back." Just so we don't say we're suspending you and it like looks bad on your reputation and on the league and stuff. So there is all of that.
That's fucked.
Yeah. Okay. So Jordan, right? Kind of like gambling stuff. We seen that documentary. He had that stuff with like the politician, like not backing and like he lost in North Carolina, all that shit, right? But mostly loved, especially through that time period. I feel like, right? LeBron James though, nothing with his wife. Nothing like illegal activities.
No. It's been like very clean for him.
Very like clean cut, but people hate him.
Yeah, but I think it's like, well, people have definitely. His wife has seen some criticism, and his kids, especially his kids.
What do you mean?
They've seen some criticism for sure about anything.
Oh, like
anytime he loses or anytime anything.
But I'm saying they've done nothing wrong. They've been all like
they're all
cookie
good.
Cutter. But people still like criticize them, and hate on them, and want him to do more and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, yo, this guy's opening up schools, and he's fucking, you know what I mean? He's not drinking, he's not gambling. Yeah. There's no allegations.
Same thing with Steph Curry.
Curry, everybody's so tight.
Yeah.
Like clean.
They keep it really clean.
And it's like, but we're like.
It's a different time, I think.
We're still kind of shitting.
It's a different time. I think it's a different because back then people didn't know the big media monster and like what it could do, what the tabloids could do to a person.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s and early 2000s, right? But now everyone knows it's like you got to keep your life on lock or shit's going to get out.
Especially with like smartphones taking the rise and stuff. You have
I think that's a major factor. But I hope yeah, he says he owns a portion of the Boston Red Sox, which is kind of cool to see. Go to a different league. Yeah, Liverpool and go to different leagues and stuff like that. Like you're saying, like very versatile.
Money. Yeah, diverse your portfolio.
Yeah. But you see, like even like the Magic Johnson and Jordan, they all own franchises,
that's what I'm
all
saying.
that, and
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like
so
the NBA, Shaquille's like really smart. O'Neal's smart with his money.
Yeah,
like,
marketing and stuff like that, and brand placement and all that.
I actually real quick about the thing. I actually seen something today. I read, and it was Shaq kind of talking about he signed for somebody. It was like a brand, and they gave him $1 million. And he went out and he bought like this blacked out. He always wanted like a blacked out Benz. Right, so he goes out, he buys one, $150,000. Right, he goes home. His dad's like, "Oh, like you didn't get me one?" I guess like joking or whatever. Right, he goes out with his dad, buys one. He comes back. His mom's like, "Oh, what about me?" He gets her like a smaller Benz or whatever. Right, and then he comes back home and he's chilling, and then like somebody from the bank calls him and is like, "Listen, like I've seen like a bunch of people go broke. Like, you have to be smarter with your money or whatever." And then he threw out, like, some quote where it's like, you should never be the smartest one in your team. And, like, you, like, surround yourself with people smarter than you and stuff, right? So it was just interesting, like, relating back to that, how, like, he was going out and he spent, like, in the matter of a day, like, whatever it was, like $400,000, $500,000. And it was like...
You know, he has the largest...
So many
I saw this on, I think it was James Gordon. Yeah, I think it was James Gordon. He has the largest record purchase in Walmart history.
Oh, I seen that too.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that too.
I think it was like 70,000.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it was, but you know the actual story?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember it?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it here.
I think it was like he got traded to Phoenix or something, right?
Yeah, he got traded to Phoenix. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the exact how much it cost.
But do you want me to break down the story?
I'll do it in a second.
But
yeah,
no, Shaq's another guy.
Yeah, it was $70,000. The biggest
on a
purchase in
one trip.
Walmart and
Yeah.
biggest purchase in Walmart history. Okay, so apparently he was getting traded to Phoenix. He
It was
he
Phoenix,
likes
right?
yeah. He likes moving quickly.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
I'm pretty sure it was Phoenix. Yeah. He likes moving quickly. He doesn't like being stationed somewhere that he does, like he knows he's got to move, and
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
some shit about that, right? But he, hold on. When the Heat traded him to the Phoenix Suns, okay, confirmed, yeah. So he goes into this Walmart and he had to buy all this shit for his new apartment. So they got him a new apartment in Phoenix. The NBA, the
But
Suns
it's just
got
not
him.
furnished.
It's not furnished. It's not whatever. So he goes in. He buys TVs, printers, laptops,
Everything.
shit ton of groceries, everything, furniture, couches, everything. Went into Walmart, goes to the cashier. His thing was $70,000. Right, his total comes out to around that, whatever it was. So he puts his card in. Obviously, gets declined. You can't make a $70,000 purchase
Yeah.
unless your card has like no limit, whatever.
Even his card
So
probably
his-
does have no limit, but like,
Yeah, the bank will probably be like, "What are you doing spending it at Walmart?"
Yeah,
Right?
well,
Okay,
fuck.
but let me finish the story. So he takes the credit card, and like the whole joke was like and then he wiped on his shirt, right? So then he calls the bank, or got a call from the bank. I don't remember which one it was, but they were like, "Hey, listen, like someone stole your card number, or someone stole your card, and they're
froze
at
it."
Walmart, and we froze your assets, right?" And he's like, no, that's me. And then the guy like gave him shit for like, "What are you buying all this stuff at Walmart for?" $70,000 in Walmart. Yeah, it's like the biggest
Could you
purchase ever.
imagine that
And they turned it on, and he just bought it. He bought all that shit.
Yeah.
How do you bring that home, right? Like, how do
it just fucking.
I have
goofballs.
space for that? Well,
just has
if you think
goofballs.
about it, they have like, you could easily spend 70,000 in Walmart.
I don't know about easily.
You
but
could
it's
definitely
like,
spend.
If you got to furnish your
Electronics, you could spend
home-
70,000.
yeah, right. If he's buying a few like
70-inch
flat screens and
TVs,
shit.
those are like 3 bands each. You buy like 4 of those. You're already at. Oh well, actually, that's only $12,000.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It's
But
tough.
if he's buying couches and shit, but god damn,
That's
Shaq,
like the cream
you
of the
always hear
crop.
stories of Shaq. Like Shaq's one of those athletes,
Balling out.
but he like seems like a nice dude. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
always hear like charity stories.
Yeah.
There was like one where he was at like a,
Like if you met him
Mac
somewhere, I
store.
think he would be like.
There was like a Mac store and there was 2 like brothers like on this like computer and they were like freaking out, and then he asked like the Apple employee like, "Oh, what are these guys doing here or whatever? Like, who are these kids? Like random kids?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, like these kids come like every day to go on the computer," and he bought them like MacBooks and like all this shit.
Holy shit.
Because like these 2 like random kids who like couldn't afford a MacBook.
Yeah, there's
but
tons
like
of
he has a bunch of. He's like one of those
stories
athletes
like that.
Where, yeah, where like you
No,
hear
that's
about
cool.
his generosity and shit.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Like especially when you see like big names like that.
Yeah.
I know
especially-
Kobe. Kobe was another one.
Yeah.
Kobe was definitely another one that was like that. Very very generous if you met him. Not generous, but like very a normal person to say the least. Aside of all the fame. Okay, so yeah, I had another topic I wanted to talk about right before we wrap up. There's this news story. It's been trending all over TikTok. This lady kept a McDonald's cheeseburger and fries from over 17 years ago and preserved it. Not preserved. She didn't put in anything, but she's kept it in her closet just to see what will like happen, which to me doesn't make any sense.
She just wanted to see like she was just doing a little science experiment.
Yeah,
home
this
science
this
experiment.
chick is absolutely nuts. I saw this on TikTok and I wanted to show you see what you think.
I
This
get
is
it.
this is the actual burger. Wait, this is the burger.
I get her like, oh, like, yeah, like you were saying, like McDonald's is like all fake and all that shit, right? So like, watch, I guarantee you this hamburger is not gonna after 17 years be that bad.
So that's it there.
No, Matthew, that is not it.
That's
Is
it.
that it?
That's it right here. This is it right here. Can you see all these?
Yeah, that's not
All-
that bad.
Bro, it looks like it's fucking. They just made it. That looks like she just brought it home from fucking McDonald's.
fucked up.
The fries, okay. The fries look like sweet potato fries now. Okay.
But still, after
So-
17 years, that thing should be mush.
Yeah. Should be
That's
mush.
Fucked up.
I don't understand. I just don't get how that can stay intact. The way I was picturing it is like mold everywhere.
Just mush. I was
Just
just thinking
mush.
of just moldy mush.
Yeah.
17 years, not 17
That
days.
looks okay. Number one, the bun looks intact.
The
bun looks intact.
Okay,
The
I don't
burger
know-
also looks intact. I don't know if it's just the camera not
No,
doing the
there's
actual
no
thing
way. That's
justice.
not even that bad. But did you? Okay, you seen like recently Subway in the UK, they can't classify their bread as bread because there's like too much sugar in there. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's no way McDonald's could be pulling off that this is bread
bun,
if after fucking 17
Yeah,
years.
no.
Or meat.
Yeah. Well, you heard about that shit that happened a long time ago about the name of their meat company.
No, what is their meat company? Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so that's how they would manipulate people.
Yeah,
it was
fucked.
If you haven't heard,
That's
it was
so
like
smart.
It's so genius. Smart. It's genius. They would say so like their company was, when they would advertise, they'd be like, "Oh, our meat's 100% pure beef."
Yeah.
Right? Or pure meat or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Yeah.
But the actual company was named Pure Beef.
Yeah.
Or Pure Meat.
Yeah, whatever it was.
So
they weren't actually talking about what was in the burger. They were talking like, "Oh, our burgers."
It's from this place that does
that's called 100%.
That manufactures fucking plastic for us to put in our burgers,
tire fucking rubber.
But it's called technically it is 100% pure beef. That's like saying let me use an example. Like a piece of wood is not actually wood. It's a piece of plastic, but it looks like wood.
Yeah.
And it's 100% fucking lumber, and the place is like lumber. Yeah. The place is called lumber, so it's like 100% lumber.
100% of this is lumber.
That's bullshit. That's fucking cat. That's like
how
the
is
definition
that allowed?
of cat. That shouldn't be allowed.
They definitely have to get like.
Yeah, they had to change it. They had to change it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think now it's like
so criminal. But studies have to be done on this and be like, yo, listen, McDonald's, you got.
No, there's definitely some shit growing in there. You already know.
Yeah, but still, after 17 years, this better be where Corona came from.
Well, to be fair, the only thing it's exposed to is definitely oxygen. She kept it in her, like to the atmosphere. Like it's not like it's in the dirt or anything would get into it, right? Like just the pollutants in the air. Yeah, I know. Still,
you leave out a loaf of bread on your fucking counter for too long.
Well, that's the counter. This was definitely in a box. Just by the way it looks, I think there's no way this was just like thrown in her fucking closet on top of her clothes, right?
But still, I don't think I think if you kept the fucking Nana's fucking
whatever
sandwich fucking in there, it would decompose and fucking explode.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something going on here. Something's not right.
And all that shit.
Oh yeah, but the fries don't look too good. So we'll give the fries a little bit of credit. They look like fries still, but they look like sweet potato fries.
Yeah, but that's still fucked.
Yeah, that's still a little messed up that they're not like completely.
No. Those have to be real potatoes. McDonald's fries have to be real potatoes.
Potatoes
are not expensive. You have to be just fucking throwing them through.
Maybe the salt preserves them.
I don't know.
Maybe the salt preserves them, bro.
But that's
you don't even know.
McDonald's, and you know what the worst part is? You cannot touch McDonald's.
What do you mean?
You can't. You could show like, yo, listen, this is fucking.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, their lawyers are.
But no. But I'm saying like me, I'm still gonna fucking go for a junior chicken.
Yeah. Like
I'm still gonna, every once in a while.
Yeah, there was that whole thing. They saw like the rat in the burger, like the buns in the bun package. People don't care. People still go. They're still making billions and billions of dollars, right?
So much money. Stupid money.
But I think we're gonna wrap it up there for today. A lot of good talk. This is kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out actually that it's okay. I'm probably not gonna eat McDonald's. But other than that, we had a good talk. Again, I'd like to thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. If you're watching this, you can check out all of our socials. The link is in the description. All the links, all the tags are all there. If you're listening to this, hit us up on YouTube for in full video. All the RTF podcasts will be in full video. This was episode 8. We refreshed your feed so you didn't have to. And Andrew, again, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And that's it for us. Peace out.
Bye.